Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To our lecturer, Dr. Zaira binti Zainal Abidin, and the people that watching this video. Okay, in this video, I and my course member will do a presentation about our project. We are required to choose an electrical or electronic appliance that operates based on one working principle that we have learned and make an infographic about based on it. So first, I will introduce myself. My name is Fikri Haris bin Spawi. My number metric is AE190041. I am from class EMT section 2 and I am from group 5. Yeah. Okay, now we can see the infographic behind me, or infographic in this video, that talk about electrostatic painting. So basically, we have chosen electrostatic painting that related with chapter 1, electrostatic, for this infographic. What is that? What is electrostatic painting? I will explain a little about it. Electrostatic painting is a process that uses specialized equipment to electrically charge and conduct a power dye, then spray the particles as a coating onto the surface. It has a very thoroughly economical, clean method of painting. So commonly, electrostatic painting is kind of same with the spray painting, but has different process or method. Electrostatic painting has many advantages in terms of huge environmental, cosmetic, and economic benefits, provided it can be done efficiently and meticulously. For a surprising information that many people do not know, electrostatic painting was widely used for painting of munitions and supplies during World War II. So, after this, you will hear more explanation about electrostatic painting from my other group members.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, my name is Muhammad Haris Ekal bin Muhammad Saleh, and my matrix number is AE190033. So I'm gonna present the methodology. So in order to understand the concept of electrostatic paintwork, we need to understand one of the electrostatics law. It is a Coulomb's law. So what is a Coulomb's law? So Coulomb's law is an experimental law of physics that quantifies the amount of force between two stationary. The two stationary is electrically charged particle, which means it has a negative charge particle and positive charge. So the electric force between charged body at rest is conveniently called electrostatic force, or what we call is a Coulomb's force. This allows us to know that the electrostatic paint will result in a very good product because of attraction between the two charged particles. As for example, so this example will make it clear. So example is when the paint is conduct, it need to keep a constant distance, because when it spray too far or too short, it will not cover all the surface, especially when it behind the object or at the very difficult angle of the object. It because when the positive charge paints that been shot out from the nozzle, it will cover all the negative charge of the object, including behind the object or the difficulty angle that hard to reach. So why we say that the angle that hard to reach is very hard to reach up. So it's because when when a corner, so when in corner, so the spray it will separate to the nearest part of the negative charge, so it will not come at the corner, it will go to left and right of the nearest negative charge. So that's why positioning is a very is a technique to how to cover the angle of that place. So in conclusion, that electrostatic paint are using a Coulomb's law to make a paint's work very quick and very conventional and very easy to conduct. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Wan Nur Anis Alia binti Wan Muhammad Zailani, metric number CE190Y92. For this assignment, I might present about electrostatic painting and its benefits. Okay. Electrostatic painting occurs when paint is applied to an object through the use of an air pressurized spray gun. The air gun has a nozzle, paint basin and air compressor. When the trigger is pressed, the paint mixes with the compressed air stream and is released in a fine spray. In electrostatic painting, the item to be painted receives a negative charge, the paint, and has a positive charge, and it is sprayed on using a revolving nozzle. It is easy to understand this technology with two magnets, which is repel and attract technique. A neutrally charged particle has an equal number of protons, positive charge, and electrons, negative charge. A negative charged particle has more electrons than protons, while a positive charged particle has more protons than electrons. Thus, positive charge will repel and unequal charge will attract. This process of charging the uncharged object by bringing another charged object near to it but not touching it, is called charging by induction. The basic element of a circuit make electrical energy possible. This element include a source that can generate electricity, means of conducting the flow of electrons to the user, in this case an electrostatic gun, and a competing circuit, the flow of electrons back to the power source. Both positive and negative charged particles are attracted to a neutral ground, or known as an earth, because the earth has the capacity to absorb supply vast numbers of electrons. The main benefit offered by an electrostatic painting system is transfer efficiency. In certain applications, electrostatic belts can achieve a high transfer efficiency exceeding 90%. This high efficiency translates into significant cost savings due to reduced overspray, because phenomenon of electrostatic finishing known as grab cause some paint particles that go past this workpiece to be attracted to the back of the piece, further increasing transfer efficiency. Otherwise, this electrostatic painting that used for vehicle also have a benefit, because the vehicles have many different angles. This type of painting makes strong bonds with the object more evenly. This method ensures more paint lands on the charged vehicle than the surface around the vehicle, thus saving paint as the paint is distributed more uniformly. It creates a better looking finish. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello and Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Muhammad Shafiq bin Kasmazuli. My metric number is AE190107 and I am from Group 5, Section 2. So now, let's start the presentation.
Hello and good day to everyone. My name is Muhammad Shafiq and now I'm going to talk about the process of the electrostatic painting. Firstly, as we begin the painting process, we will use the paint gun equipment to fill the paint in the paint particles. The paint is added to the water then combined with high pressure air as it moves through the nozzle of the spray gun. Electrostatic painting equipment will atomizing the paint, referred to as the process of ionizing paint particles, make the paint become highly positive, which at the same time, the paint metal will be charged inductively. In this case, the unpainted metal will receive a negative charge from the negative electron, thus making the metal become highly negative. Then, when the trigger of the paint gun is pressed, the positively charged paint will move directly to the negatively charged metal. This situation applies the electrostatic principle, which is Coulomb's law, which states that the attraction or repulsion acts along the line between the two charges. In this case, we can see that the charge difference between paint and metal makes them mutually attractive. It's easy to understand this situation just like two magnets, which is repel and attracts technique. So this is the formula of Coulomb's law. So here we have F equal to K Q1 Q2 over D squared. So F is the electrical force, K is the Coulomb constant, Q1 and Q2 is the charge, which in these situations, our positive charge will be the paint and our negative charge will be the metal, and B is the distance between two charges. From the formula of Coulomb's law, it states that the two opposite charges will attract to each other. So, because of the metal and paint have the opposite charge, so the charge get attracted and combined to each other. And also, the formula Coulomb's law states that the force is inversely proportional with the distance between two separated charges, while the charge will remain constant and not affect force. So, it means that when the distance between two charges become closer, the electric force will increase, makes the attraction of the charge become effective and faster. Make sure that the paint gun's position is much near to the metal painted while painting, so that the painting process will become more efficient. Since there is an electric field line between the nozzle of the paint gun and the painted metal, the positive charge of the paint will be carried the airflow following the electrical field of force lines towards the negative charge of the painted metal without losing its charge. As we know, the electric field line originates from the positive point charge and terminates at the negative point charge. The direction of the arrow indicates the direction of the electric field, from positive to negative. Therefore, it creates a target red paint covering all hidden surface areas and providing complete and throughout coverage, which means the paint will move by itself along the electric field line to bind completely with the metal. Paint particles are landed and bonded onto the grounded open surface area. As the particles coat the target, the charge dissipates and returns to the power supply through the ground, completing the electrical circuit. Because the surface charge of the target metal changes as soon as the bonding between the unusual charge occurs, the coated area stops and attracting paint particles into it. The electrostatic process is complete with an even, high-quality application of the coating. Most of the positive charge particle paint completely lands and bind to the metal. Now I will explain about the precaution steps to be taken before starting electrostatic painting. First, wear a mask or face shield to prevent from exposed to the paint splash. Second, wear a suitable clothes to facilitate movement. Third, the operators must wear leather-soled shoes that will help grounding the path for the entire body to completely ground through contact with the shoes. It aims to prevent the operator from being exposed to the paint. When the operator is not grounded, the operator has the potential to have a charge opposite to the paint charge, which makes the charge of the paint move and land on the operator. Fourth, the paint gun and the paint supply must be grounded first before starting the painting. And fifth, if you want to wear a glove, you must have hole cut in the glove so that you can have the physical contact with the grounded spray gun, or the glove must have a strip of ground of a strip on the palm. It's just to make sure that your whole body grounded. So that's all for me. I hope you guys will be enjoy with our group presentation. So thank you.
So yeah, back to me again for the last part. I will talk about the conclusion that, okay, now after we hear all the explanation about electrostatic painting in this video, as far as we know that this electrostatic painting is kind of gun or specialized gun that launched or used in painting process. For your knowledge or reminder, the process of electrostatic painting is has a naturally charged particle has an equal number of protons and electrons. So we know that it is applied a Coulomb's law in their work process. We can see that it is similar and related to the first chapter of this subject, which is electrostatic. After I'm doing some research about electrostatic painting, I got to know that it is really important and frequently used in the automotive industry for applying paint to vehicles. You know what? Various benefits that we can achieve with using electrostatic painting instead of conventional spray painting. This electrostatic painting will give high quality results, and it wraps the material around the part. But with a conventional spray painting, it only covers the surface directly in front of the spray gun. The most important is electrostatic painting designed to maximize many spray performance rather than conventional spray painting. Okay, that's all explanation about electrostatic painting from us, and thank you for watching this video. Assalamualaikum.